Welcome, young adventurers and curious listeners of all ages. Sit back, relax, and prepare to be whisked away on a magical journey across the vast and wonderful Arabic-speaking world. From the sun-baked sands of Egypt to the sparkling rivers of Iraq, from the ancient mountains of Morocco to the mystical shores of Yemen, tonight, we bring you a treasury of tales filled with clever heroes, magical creatures, wise fools, and brave hearts. This is the audio adventures of the children's favorite Arabic stories, based on the beloved book by Jahan Muharram. Our first story comes from the land of Syria. In a lively city with winding streets and fragrant spice markets, there lived a clever young woman named Morgana. She worked in the household of her uncle, Ali Baba, a kind but somewhat forgetful man who had recently discovered something extraordinary. You see, Ali Baba had stumbled upon a secret cave belonging to the 40 Thieves, a band of robbers who had hidden mountains of gold inside. He had used their magic words to enter the cave, and now he was rich. But the thieves had discovered his secret, and their captain was furious.
40 thieves, and not one of you could keep our cave a secret? I will handle this myself. I shall disguise myself as an oil merchant and sneak into Ali Baba's house tonight.
Brilliant plan, boss. And where do we hide? 39 of us. In jars. Boss, I want you to know, I had a very big lunch today.
Good evening, sir. I am but a humble oil merchant from a distant land. My donkeys are weary and I seek shelter for the night. Might I leave my jars in your courtyard? Perfect. Tonight, when the household sleeps, I will signal my men. Then, Ali Baba will be finished.
Of course! Welcome! Morgana, please bring our guests some tea and dates.
Psst! Boss! Is it time yet? My left foot fell asleep 2 hours ago, and I think a beetle just moved into my ear! Oh, okay, boss, but hurry! Jar number 12 says he wants a snack!
A man inside the jar. There must be more. I must not panic. I must be clever.
Not yet. Stay quiet until I give the signal.
39 men in jars. I need to act fast. The kitchen fire is still burning.
Ouch! That's not oil! That's hot water! Retreat! The olives are fighting back!
I never even got my hummus.
What? Where are my men? Ow!
Oh, you mean the 39 men hiding in your jars? They left in quite a hurry last night. Something about hot water, I believe. Would you like some tea? You missed quite a lot, Uncle. But don't worry, everything is perfectly fine now.
Morgana? What's all that noise? Did I miss breakfast?
And so, thanks to Morgana's quick thinking and brave heart, the 40 thieves were defeated, and Ali Baba's household was safe forever. The moral of this story? Cleverness and loyalty are worth more than all the gold in any cave. Our second story flows from the land of Iraq, where the great Tigris and Euphrates rivers have carried stories for thousands of years. This is the tale of Maha, a kind and gentle girl who lived with her father and a very unpleasant stepmother.
Maha! The floor is still dusty. Sweep it again. And the pots need scrubbing, and the laundry needs washing, and the goat needs feeding, and don't even think about going to Fatima's henna party tonight. You have work to do. Besides, you'd only embarrass us. You look like you've been dragged through a sandstorm.
Yes, stepmother. I just want to go to the party. All the girls in the village will be there.
Hey, Maha! Psst, over here! It's me, your favorite fish, the red one, the handsome one. Say no more. You've been kind to me every single day for 3 years. You share your bread even when you barely have enough for yourself. It's time I returned the favor. Close your eyes. Close them! Trust the fish. Okay, open. Golden slippers, to be precise. Custom made. Well, magically made. Same thing. Now go have fun. But, and this is important, you must leave before the party ends or your stepmother will catch you. And one more thing. Don't get the dress wet. I'm a fish, not a dry cleaner.
Oh my goodness! A beautiful dress! It's silk, and it shimmers like the river. And these shoes, they're made of gold.
By the ancient stars of Babylon! What is this? A golden slipper? Here in the river? It is tiny, perfectly crafted. Whoever this belongs to must be extraordinary. I shall find her, even if I must travel to every village in the land.
Your Highness, there are approximately 400 villages in the region. I'll get the horses.
Oh, Your Highness, how wonderful! My beautiful daughters would love to try on the slipper. Go on, girls. Ma, get back to the kitchen.
A perfect fit. Oh, I believe this is yours.
And so Maha and the prince were married, and she never had to scrub another pot again. As for the stepmother, she tripped over the broom she had always made Maha carry and landed face first in the laundry tub. The moral of this story? Kindness is always returned, sometimes in golden slippers. Now, we travel to the land of Egypt to meet one of the most beloved characters in all of Arabic storytelling, Goha. Goha was what people called a wise fool. He seemed silly, but he was actually very clever. And one sunny afternoon, he was about to teach a very important lesson. A poor beggar sat outside a food stall, holding a piece of dry, hard bread. The smell of roasting meat drifted out from the stall, and the beggar held his bread over the steam, hoping to catch just a little flavor.
If I hold my bread in this steam, maybe it will taste a little better. Just a little flavor is enough for me today. I'm just holding my bread near the steam, sir. I can't afford to buy any food today. But, sir, I have nothing. I didn't take anything.
Hey! What are you doing out there? You are stealing the smell of my meat! The steam steam from my grill. That costs money, you know. The smell of my food is my property. You will pay me 5 copper coins, or I will call the city guards. Ha ha! 5 copper coins for the steam of my meat.
What's all this commotion? Oh, my. This is a good date. Anyone else want a date? No? Okay. My good man, how much does the beggar owe you? 5 copper coins. Very well. Come here, my friend. Lean in close. Listen carefully. Did you hear that? Wonderful! Then we are perfectly even. My dear cook, the beggar smelled the steam of your meat. He did not eat the meat. And you heard the sound of my money. You did not receive the money. The sound of coins is the perfect payment for the smell of food. Justice has been served. Would anyone like a date?
That's you. Bah!
And the two of them walked away, sharing bread and dates, which somehow tasted better than any roasted meat in the city. The moral? A clever mind is the best tool you can carry. From the ancient city of Agadir in Morocco comes our next tale, a story of courage and love. Young Nora lived with her mother near the edge of the city where the mountains met the sea. One terrible day, a fearsome sorcerer known as the Snake Master cast a spell over the entire city.
People of Agadir, I have placed a curse upon your city. Every night my serpents shall slither through your streets unless you bring me tribute, your finest goods, your richest foods, and one brave soul to serve me for a year.
But Mama, someone has to stop him. The whole city is frightened. I am a girl with a plan.
A child? You dare come to my tower? Very well. Here is the first riddle. I have cities, but no houses live in me. I have mountains, but no trees grow on me. I have water, but no fish swim in me. What am I? Correct. Here is the second. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? You are clever, little one. But here is the third, and no one has ever answered it. I speak without a mouth, and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
A map! Footsteps? An echo!
You answered all 3. You are the first person to ever defeat me in riddles, child. As agreed. You are wiser than most adults I have met. Agadir is free.
And from that day on, Nora was known throughout Agadir as the girl who outsmarted the Snake Master. The moral? Courage and cleverness together can defeat any darkness. Our fifth story comes from the ancient lands of the Levant, and it features one of the most beloved birds in Arabic tradition, the hoopoe. With its magnificent crown of feathers and its wise, watchful eyes, the hoopoe was said to be a messenger between worlds. In this tale, even the great King Solomon needed the hoopoe's help.
Where is my hoopoe? I sent her to scout the eastern lands 3 days ago. She has not returned. A queen? Tell me more. Then carry a message to her. Tell her that King Solomon invites her to visit his court. You already have a crown of feathers, hoopoe.
Your Majesty, I have returned with news. I have flown over a great kingdom to the south, a land of gold and spices, ruled by a wise and powerful queen. Her name is the Queen of Sheba, Your Majesty. She is brilliant and just, but her people worship the sun instead of the one true light. I believe she would benefit from your wisdom, and you from hers. Oh, a diplomatic mission! I love diplomatic missions! Do I get a little crown? Like a tiny crown? For the mission? Fair point. I'll go immediately. Message! I have a message! From King Solomon himself. I flew very far. I would appreciate a small dish of water if that's not too much to ask. No water then. Fine. I did that. I made that happen. You're welcome, everyone. The Queen of Sheba received the message and was so impressed by the hoopoe's journey and King Solomon's wisdom that she decided to visit his court. And when she arrived, the two great rulers exchanged knowledge, stories, and gifts, and the world became a little wiser for it. The moral of the wise hoopoe's story? Even the smallest messenger can change the course of history. Never underestimate the power of a kind word carried faithfully. From the beautiful land of Lebanon, where olive trees have grown for thousands of years, comes a story about honesty, patience, and the surprising power of olives. A merchant named Qasim had stored a large jar of olives in his neighbor's warehouse before going on a long journey.
Neighbor, I am going on a long journey. Could you keep this jar of olives safe for me? I'll collect it when I return. It's just olives. You don't need to guard them with your life. Just don't eat them. These olives, they look fresh. But I left them years ago. Olives don't stay this fresh. Wait, these are new olives. Someone replaced my olives! My friend, olives do not stay fresh for years. Someone ate my olives and replaced them with new ones. I must take this to the judge. I forgive you, old friend. But next time, just ask. I would have shared them. Of course, they were just olives.
What? No! Those are your olives! The very same ones. All right, I confess. I ate the olives over the years. They were just sitting there, and I thought, just one, and then another. And before I knew it, 7 years had passed, and the jar was empty. I replaced them with fresh ones, hoping you wouldn't notice. You would have?
I have heard both sides. Now, I will settle this matter with a simple test. Qasim, when did you store these olives? And
These olives appear fresh. Bring me an olive expert. You will pay Kasim the full value of 7 years of olives, plus the cost of the new ones. And perhaps in the future, you will remember, honesty is always the freshest choice.
The moral of the jar of olives? Honesty is always better than a cover-up, and sharing is always better than sneaking. Back to Egypt we go for a tale of bravery and faith. Along the banks of the great Nile River, the villages were being terrorized by a terrible creature. A Nile monster so enormous it could swallow a fishing boat whole.
People of the Nile, do not be afraid. I have heard of your suffering, and I have come to help. Then I shall need to be clever as well as brave. Tell me, what does the monster fear? Then we shall use both. I need every bell in the village and cedar branches from the forest. I do, and I bring bells and cedar, which I believe you are not fond of. Leave these people in peace, creature. Return to the deep waters where you belong. There is enough river for all. It was nothing. The old woman's knowledge saved you, not me. Always listen to the wise ones in your community.
Who dares come to my river? You have bells and cedar. This is very unpleasant. Fine. But I want it known that I was not scared. I simply prefer the deep water. It's quieter, less bells.
And from that day on, the Nile flowed peacefully, and Mar Girgis was remembered as a hero who used both bravery and wisdom. The moral? True courage means knowing when to fight and when to simply ring a bell. From the ancient land of Yemen, where the sea meets the mountains and the stars seem close enough to touch, comes a tale of a humble fisherman and a very ancient, very powerful genie.
This net is heavy today. Come on. What is this? A brass bottle? Sealed with lead? It looks very old. I wonder what's inside. That doesn't sound very fair, actually. I understand. I get grumpy if I miss lunch. 1,000 years must be very frustrating. Well, before you destroy me, I have just one small question. I don't believe you were ever in that bottle. It's far too small for someone as magnificent as you. Oh my, you really did fit. How remarkable. I think I'll hold on to this for a moment. Now, shall we discuss the terms of your release? Perhaps something a little more pleasant than destroying me? I've had a lot of time to think on the water. I only need one wish. I wish for my family to always have enough food on the table and enough kindness in their hearts. Safe travels, Jenny. And perhaps next time, don't threaten the person who frees you. It's not a great way to make friends. Freedom! After 1,000 years, I am free! Now, fishermen, prepare to meet your doom. I have decided that whoever frees me shall be destroyed. It is only fair. Silence. I have been in that bottle for 1,000 years. I am very grumpy. What question? Too small? I am a Jinni of the highest order. I can fit anywhere. I will show you. You see? I told you. Now let me out. You are very clever for a fisherman. Very well. I was perhaps acting rashly. 1,000 years of being trapped does things to a person, or a Jinni. I will grant you 3 wishes in exchange for my freedom. Properly this time. That is the most humble wish I have heard in 1,000 years. Granted. Fisherman, farewell, clever fisherman.
The moral of The Fisherman and the Jinni? A calm mind and clear thinking will always outmatch anger and brute force. And now for our final tale, a story from the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, where the desert stretches endlessly under a sky full of stars, and where cleverness has always been the greatest treasure of all. This is the tale of Clever Hassan. Hassan was a young man from a poor family. He had no gold, no land, and no title. But he had something better, a quick mind and a kind heart. One day, the Sultan of the land announced a great challenge.
3 questions. I may not be rich or powerful, but I know how to think. I will try. Trust, Your Majesty. Gold can be stolen. Trust, once earned, cannot be taken away. A secret, Your Majesty. A secret weighs on the heart more than any stone. Happiness, Your Majesty. Everyone desires it, but no one can give it to another. Each person must find their own. Hassan, Your Majesty. Just Hassan. Thank you, Your Majesty. I promise to always give you my honest thoughts, even when they are not what you wish to hear.
Ah, another challenger. Very well. First question. What is more valuable than gold? Interesting. Second question. What is the heaviest thing in the world? And the third question, the one no one has yet answered correctly. What does every person in the world want, but no one can give to another? In all my years, I have asked these questions to hundreds of challengers. You are the first to answer all 3 correctly. What is your name? Then Just Hassan, welcome to the royal court. You are my new advisor. That is exactly why I chose you.
And Hassan served the Sultan wisely and well for many years, and the kingdom prospered. He never forgot where he came from, and he always made sure the poorest people in the land had a voice in the palace. The moral of Clever Hassan's tale? Wisdom is the greatest treasure, and it belongs to anyone willing to think carefully and speak honestly. And so, dear listeners, we have journeyed together across the vast and wonderful Arabic-speaking world. We have met Morgana, who outsmarted 40 thieves with boiling water and a cool head. We have followed Maha, whose kindness was rewarded with golden slippers. We have laughed with Goha, who proved that the sound of money is worth exactly as much as the smell of food. We have marveled at brave Nora, who defeated a sorcerer with 3 riddles. We have soared with the wise Hoopoe, who changed the world with a single message. We have learned from the jar of olives that honesty is always the freshest choice. We have cheered for Mar Gigis, who drove away a monster with bells and cedar. We have smiled at the clever fisherman, who outwitted an ancient genie with nothing but clear thinking. And we have been inspired by Clever Hassan, who proved that wisdom belongs to anyone willing to use it. These stories have been told for generations, passed from grandparent to grandchild, from storyteller to listener, across deserts and rivers and mountains and seas. They remind us that no matter where we come from, the things that matter most are the same: kindness, cleverness, courage, and the love we share with one another. Thank you for joining us on the audio adventures of the children's favorite Arabic stories based on the wonderful book by Jehan Moharram. Until our next adventure, keep reading, keep listening, and keep dreaming. Goodbye, dear friends.